Whoa.
Not a gradual brain.
No, it's unprofessional Pokemon. It's not supposed to be like perfect.
Alright, now let me just close this. And hi everybody, we're starting in like 2 seconds.
Well, we're gonna say hi in like 2 seconds anyway. Like so far on camera.
Wait,
Right?
hello?
That's the camera up. That's
Hi!
Hey, aloha! Welcome to Unprofessional Pokemon. I'm Sam.
I'm still Gabby.
And this week we are doing what we've done for the last like few months, which is just play some battles. If you want to battle us, we have a
Friend code.
That's it.
It's that.
Yeah, it's this thing. We've got friend code.
I can't arrow today.
Friend code, it is 4785-6129-2932. If you want to play, drop us a line in the chat. Tell us your friend code so we can add it. I think we'll start off with just Battle Spot this week.
That works. Let me bring up the sound on the DS real quick before I forget.
Okay. So, what have you been up to?
I spent last weekend at PAX. What have you been up to?
I spent last weekend working, and also I went to PAX.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. What did you think of PAX? Might as well just start that while I get a battle going here.
It was my first time going. It was pretty much exactly what I expected.
So then that brings up the question, what did you expect?
A lot of games, a lot of crowds, and that was about it.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, all things considered. I don't know what else you'd expect from PAX.
I don't know. I don't know. Apparently this is bigger than it usually is. And I always just assumed this was about the size that it was.
Sorry, I'm just messing with the volume.
I'm sure that's fantastic for everyone watching.
Yeah, I know. Hey, we're unprofessional here.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so I've only gone to Prime twice. This was my second year.
Okay.
And I thought the crowds were just as bad last year.
Okay.
But I didn't try to do any of the AA titles or anything.
Ah.
If it had more than an hour wait, I was pretty much not going to stand in that line.
Yeah, I don't think I waited more than like 20 minutes for anything that I played.
Yeah, so I mean, I lucked out because I went all 4 days like a crazy person, and
I'm a little jealous. Only a little.
I'm still recovering. You might want to rethink that sentence. And ultimately, we did. I went with Feathers, who's one of the Nugget Bridge moderators. She crashed on my floor for the weekend, and we became besties, basically. And we went early Friday morning, and we went to the Nintendo booth first, and we did Smash first thing, which is probably the best thing we could have done, considering that Smash was an absolute nightmare for the rest of the weekend. So, like, we walked right up to one of the DS kiosks they had with a 3D Smash and played the, like, running mode or whatever. I forget what it's called. Basically, it's kind of like Kirby Air Ride. If anybody here has played Kirby Air Ride, you've played Kirby Air Ride.
I have Kirby Air Ride. I got that. Like, I had that pre-order. Want to know how old I am? I was pre-ordering Kirby Air Ride.
You should have. It was a good game.
I had a poster from Walmart from before that game came out on my wall until I was like 22.
Bravo, bravo. I'm gonna run this team in autopilot mode so we can keep talking. And then I'll segue into this team itself that I'm running, because people can't see it yet because it's on the bottom screen.
He has an Ursaring.
Hello, 6 IVs! You must be feeling really special today, because you're hex perfect. I don't know.
It doesn't say perfect IVs anywhere. He just has 6 of them.
Okay, but 6 IVs, like,
It could be completely random IVs.
Well, somebody's
Everybody
a
has
Debbie
6 IVs.
Somebody's a Debbie Downer today. Anyway, so, you know, we looked out because Smash. So this Smash mode, that's what I was talking about. You run around and collect power-ups by beating up on things. So in Kirby Air Ride, if you're familiar with that, you ride around on the Air Ride board and you smash boxes, and they drop power-ups basically. And at the end of the like time trial or city trial, they call it, which is anywhere between 4 and 8 minutes, I believe, is the longest one. Might have been 12. You play a mini game, and then whoever does the best overall just wins. In Smash's version of this, you run around for 4 minutes, is what they had the timer set to, inside a closed course. And then at the end of that time period, you played Smash against the computer. I'm sure everybody watching this already knows that, but you don't, so I'm going to keep explaining anyways.
You're fighting a red communist and a bear. He's going to hit you with a bottle.
I don't know if anybody else in chat's going to get this, though I'm really happy he just double protected into my trick room. That just made my day. Granted, I'm still in a kind of bad position because...
He can't touch Chandelure.
He can't touch Chandelure, no. But... thanks to Speed Boost, I think Weevil's gonna underspeed at least one thing, so... Don't really want to switch here. So yeah, let's have some fun with this. Anyway, so other things I did at PAX, in addition to trying this Smash mode, that was a lot of fun. I played a little bit of competitive on 3DS and Wii U for Smash, and those were both gorgeous.
I like the animation.
Me too. Me too.
It's kind of like using the bio character walking downstairs.
So I'm assuming you have some story related to this that you're just dying to tell.
No.
Okay. We'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. So yeah, Wii U Smash looks gorgeous. But one of the other things I did at PAX this weekend was I was a gym leader in the PAX Pokemon League.
What's the PAX Pokemon League?
It is exactly what it sounds like. It is a group of people who all decided to get together and basically become a Pokemon League.
Wow, they sound like nerds.
Jeez. What do you think?
That they're nerds.
So anyways, you can apply to be a gym leader. Applications aren't really based off of competitive skill, they're based off of gimmick, which is why you see this team I have here, which is basically the definition of a gimmick. I applied to basically blatantly make a team based off of the Disney movie Frozen, which you haven't seen.
Still accurate.
Even though we've like talked about this, I think 4 or 5 times at this point. Hold on, looks like we have a question from chat. Do you guys know if there is an item that keeps the gender?
No.
Pretty sure that's a no.
Like, I know the answer to this question. No, there is no way.
So
I'm assuming that's if you're breeding Pokemon. You're just worried that your Pokemon's going to have a gender change when you turn off your game.
yeah.
I don't think that happens.
Oh, I needed that rock slide to hit it. This might be bad.
He's got 2 fighting types made up at Tyranitar, so it's probably bad.
So anyway, you end up with this incredibly terrible gimmicky doubles team that is basically Hail Room. Well, not basically, it is the definition of Hail Room.
Except there's sand.
Except there's sand, because I had Talonflame problems. So yeah, I'm pretty much screwed at this point, so I think I'm just gonna...
Only have room? Or... Limestone?
He took out Weavile with that fast aid, because he made that comment about how he looked like he was gonna hit someone over the head with a bottle. I could just roll for Blizzard Freezes though if I wanted to be hilarious.
Okay, is Trick Room still up?
Yeah, Trick Room's still up.
Then I think that's what you have to do.
Not really looking to... The point of this team wasn't to win, it was to give people a really hard time and ultimately give them a badge. But the problem is when you have a bunch of people who primarily play singles, which is essentially what most of the league is, and you put them in a doubles situation, a lot of them panic, don't think through things logically, and then you just win. So by the time Sunday happened, which was like day 3 basically of PAX and me doing this gym leader thing, I had reached a point where I was really burnt out on Pokemon and my brain went into autopilot mode and I basically went undefeated. I mean, I still lost, I think I lost like 10 battles on Friday, like maybe, because I lost 20 total, so like maybe 5 on Saturday, and then the remaining 5 over the next couple days. So, I mean, the team did what I wanted it to do, which was kind of mess with people's heads a little bit. But then, you know, when you face people in real life who are used to doubles and know to bring 2 fighting types against a team that is incredibly weak to fighting types, you get situation A. But it's a fun team. Hail Room is really strong. Mega Obama Snow and Trick Room is insane.
I really like Mega Bomb Snow. And I used it outside of Trick Room. It was weird. It was a Trick Room team, but I didn't have Trick Room on it. Which in hindsight was probably what gave me a lot of problems.
When did you run that?
Florida.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that was the Reuniclus flinch.
Yeah, that was when somebody that actually brought Trick Room with a slower team started flinching me with King's Rock and Psychic.
Oops, I clicked Battle Box. Okay, well this is my Battle Box.
Okay.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to challenge the Frozen Gimmicky team, they can. I can't give you a badge though, because they're here and you're somewhere on the internet.
You gave me a badge. I can show it to them.
I could go get them, I just forget where I put them.
Look at me.
I'm sorry, I thought you knew where everything was in my house. Apartment thing.
I don't know the apartment. I know where everything in your house is.
Okay, that's creepy. So yeah, it was overall a really fun weekend. I got to play Pokemon for fun, which is something that doesn't really happen at regionals now.
No.
Sometimes.
I like side tournaments. Those aren't really at regionals.
No. Like, Worlds was kind of fun, except for everything.
Except for everything.
And then I missed Nats this year.
And last year.
And last year. So really, I've just been in this like string of regionals where like at first it starts out fun, and if like you know you're not going to Nats, you like try to have fun, but then you end up in this weird situation where like everybody else really cares about how they do, and then they get really sad or angry or mad, or they like cry. That's the worst.
No. I kind of liked regionals last year up until a point. But not because of the Pokemon. It was like the road trip, the first week I was in Seattle, and then
Oregon was fun.
Oregon was a lot of fun. I got to see an old friend, and then Florida. That was okay. I really liked the university.
Florida was fun, but it was fun everywhere except the regional. Like, I thought the regional was just abysmal there this year, honestly.
Yeah, I did not have a great time actually playing Pokemon, which is why I started drinking about halfway through the tournament. And that actually turned things around for a little while.
Magma, let's battle. Looks like we have a challenger.
Just, if you want to battle, our friend code is right there.
They want to do 6 for 6. You mean single?
No, 6 for 6.
We do VGC only, guys. Like, we love you, but we don't do singles.
Yeah, VGC rules, if you don't know what those are, they're the official Pokemon tournament rules. If you ever go to a live event run by the Pokemon Company, that is what they do. It is, you bring your team of 6, you pick 4, and it is double battle.
Exactly what he said.
There are weird Pokemon restrictions, but those change from year to year.
Is Greninja using Dig one of those restrictions? Because that was just plain weird.
No, that's fine.
Power Herb Dig.
Okay, that's a little weird.
Yeah, Pika Sage, VGC is for people who can't do 6v6. That's exactly correct.
No, VGC is for people that actually want to play the game and don't just want to make up their own rules.
Let's be nice. I will admit that I play VGC because I can't do 6v6.
I like having a consistent rule set and not a bunch of things changing all willy-nilly based on whoever wants to change them.
How much do you want to bet that his Greninja's gonna dig again?
I don't think so. Like, it doesn't have the power of somebody who would have another move. Especially since I did like yeah, see, there we go. Wrong side.
Okay. I've given up understanding this Greninja. Aww. Axe. Alright, I think it's time for a change of plans. Mainly sucker punch that Greninja. Swagger the Slowbro.
There's your luck type.
I'm at +2. Hello! Someone sent us an emoticon of a cat girl.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
Are you sure that's not just like a headband?
Oh, maybe it's a headband. See, +2 sucker punch just gone. So, anyways.
You know what else happened last weekend?
What else happened last weekend?
The Nugget Bridge NPA draft.
Oh yeah, how about them gamblers, huh?
How about that? I was at work when it started, but apparently it went on for like 5 hours, so I was able to get there for the last like hour or two.
Yeah. I was at the Cards Against Humanity panel at PAX. And then I was having pedons like text me updates periodically. And then I got a text about maybe an hour into the panel being like, oh yeah, your name just came out for gamblers. I was like, woo! I almost like shouted in the middle of the panel, which would have been hilarious. I'm sure the Cards Against Humanity guys would have loved that.
Yeah, you were texting me, and I think I was just getting them like out of order or whatever. At a certain point, it's like, hey, we just drafted you, and you just kept sending me more and more Cards Against Humanity stuff. It's like, okay, I guess she doesn't care.
No, it was because they were going so fast. I was like, I do care, but I want to make sure I have all these ideas for our server. You don't understand, Fidget.
They're like, wait, what? And then they were talking about like rewinding the draft like 3 or 4 people because something happened with me again. Whatever. It's like, oh, well, I guess we can just draft you again. Like, nobody else bid on you.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And then we didn't rewind, so we kept.
Well, I'm glad to know you didn't rewind, because you had to do that, like, what, like 3 times, I think, at least?
I don't know, it never actually happened when I was there.
Anyways, like, I started watching after the panel got out, and I ended up, like, in this, it was basically the magic area, but Feathers was using it to, exactly. Feathers was using it to, practice, the My Little Pony trading card game.
I believe it's a collectible.
No, it's a trading card. Okay. Pedantics. Give me a cookie. Alright, I'm just gonna eat this cookie and reply to this Brexit person. So you can talk.
Okay. Well, basically, everybody else was really dumb with their opening bids.
Wait, Overheat just missed?
I don't know.
Oh.
So yeah, if I was going to do my own draft, like, I was all prepared to spend over half my budget on Randy. Which I'm really glad I didn't do. For a number of reasons. What I ended up doing was I made a spreadsheet with like percentages of the budget I was willing to spend on each player. And then I just told Travis, who was bidding for me, to just not go over that. And then whenever we got somebody, update the budget so that all the prices fall in line. And that ended up making us the last people, or the last team to actually draft someone, because everybody was spending just ungodly amounts of money on their first picks.
How much did Sajin go for? I'm just gonna run since we have challengers and
Sajin went for
that overheat miss.
45k, which was 50% of the Evergrande Elite's budget.
Rexichu, our friend code is on screen. I know you're gonna see my text thing before this thing happens.
Okay, I'm gonna point the right way this time.
Are you?
Yes! Yes! Okay.
I love how you like slowly just kind of like.
I'm like, I'm gonna get this. Because that side of my head, but then I have to point over there.
Alright, let's see if we really do have 6 IVs on here. I'm assuming it's this person who says on Nugget Bridge 6 IVs.
Okay.
If this isn't you 6 IVs, then yeah, this is gonna be weird.
And you jumped off the bridge.
Now, do you want to play the Frozen team or the not Frozen team? I should type that. I like the distinguish. Frozen or not frozen? That is the question.
Remember the side tournament at Worlds where a Politoed got frozen on a switch in, and the next turn it used Scald, which thawed itself and then burned my Zapdos. And I would like to question the logic that after it went through all that ice, how is it still hot enough to burn a Zapdos? You would think that would have cooled it down enough to not burn anything. Right? Is that just me? Is that just me?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna look at this for a second. If you want to take over the whole talking about what's not going on screen. Then.
Okay. Well, he has a Venusaur, a Mamoswine, which is amazing. Mamoswine actually gives his own team quite a bit of problems. Scrafty, Chandelure, Aerodactyl, and Salamence. So he's got a lot of speed options right here. He can battle trigger him with his own Chandelure and Scrafty, or he can just stay fast with the Aerodactyl and Salamence. Mamoswine, in theory, has priority. So he has a lot of speed options. I would have to assume that's a Mega Venusaur, because good Mega Venusaur or Aerodactyl here.
Yeah. So in terms of this matchup, at least against the Frozen team. Oh, thanks.
I don't remember what's on your team.
It's so
I know there's an Abomasnow, a Chandelure, a Tyranitar,
a Gardevoir, and a Conkeldurr.
Okay.
So it's not horrible. Like this team can play itself out of corners. Like it got up to 1400 on Showdown, which I know Showdown is terrible right now, but it still got up to 1400.
Okay.
Which means it's not awful. I'm studying your team. You can scout me all you want. Probably won't make a difference.
Oh yay! This is always fun.
What?
Hey, can I battle one of you guys who is not streaming number I don't know?
I think that's Pokemon Rocks, because he just asked the same question in chat. Can you add me? Jaybird Claire, I'm in the middle of a battle. Actually, both of you guys, I'm in the middle of a battle. Just please be patient. I can't disconnect on this battle to add you guys.
Also, if you send me a text, send me your name. My number's not on the stream, is it?
Yes, Sam. Isn't it 8675309?
That's Jenny.
I thought that was it was Rox. I thought you were Jenny. I thought you moonlighted as Jenny.
I got a call this morning. Somebody wanted to rent out my condo in Florida for New Year's. I don't have a condo in Florida. I was very confused. I didn't call it that.
What's a condo? No, it's a. I was listening to this certain podcast who has a episode that has this one character asking things that aren't condos if they're condos. So like blade of grass. Are you a condo? Are you a condo? Can I buy a condo with this spine? Of course, out of context, that sounds really grotesque.
What is Firewatch?
I don't know. Well, it's 1989. All right, so I wasn't really sure what to do here. I didn't want to Trick Room for fear that he would also Trick Room, so I just was like, okay, I'll attack. But he also attacked, so that's fun.
It's not good.
No, I'm still good.
But you attacked though, right?
Yeah, of course. What do you think I did?
What if he has Sash?
I have Sash. Oh wait, I'm still at full health.
Well, he was faster.
Yeah.
Got you down with Sash next turn.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I think Rex62, you asked first to battle next, so we gotta get this Q thing going better. Okay, who should I send in? Who should I send? Oh, screw it. Oh, now you get to see my nicknames too, because we're not on Battle Spot anymore. Okay, so I named Kunkelder Kristoff because he has the same nose as Kristoff from Frozen, in case you guys haven't figured that out yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So did he steal his nose?
Yes, he cut the nose off the Disney character's face and
It's like, got your nose! Ah, and then stuck it on himself. He's holding those Easter Island guys. I know a lot of them are missing their nose.
The world will never know. The world will never know. Now, it'd be great if I don't flinch here. Just throwing that one out there, game. But I was having some really bad... I've been having some really bad luck recently. So, like, I'm not actually surprised about that one, honestly. Yeah, like Fidget and I were training last night for MPA, and I was running a couple moves on my team that are like Hydro Pump. And then...
A lot like Hydro Pump.
And then they just, like, kept missing. And then there was one battle where I was using two moves with, like, 80% accuracy in a row, and they both missed, both turns, in a row.
Yeah.
Just not having good times here with Pokemon as of late.
Well, you kept not wanting to bring the one Pokemon that had all 100% accurate moves, and instead brought the safer one that had 80 and 90% accurate moves.
Alright, Mr. Psychic, why don't you just, you know, go out and buy a couple lottery tickets?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm feeling snarky today. I think it's because work was long. So yeah.
I made cookies at work.
I know, they're delicious. I have another one. Yes.
I keep rotating this. Can you guess how many cookies are in this bag?
Are we gonna, like, offer a prize for someone who does?
Maybe. They also can't see the bottom of the container. So they don't know. And they don't know how far this is spinning. How many pillars are there? How many pillars are there?
Shiny Mammoth's wine number.
What?
You said how many pillars are there, and I answered, well, Shiny Mammoth's wine number, obviously.
I don't know what that means.
It was just a bad joke.
Could you explain it? That
No.
usually makes it funnier.
No, I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, good call there. I haven't been counting Trick Room turns, so...
Two.
No, it's been more than two. I think that was 3.
Two. This was 3. Now you're on 4.
Okay. Still, with these being his last 2, I don't really see any need to switch. So... I know there are so many cookies, and we're just gonna eat all of them. And then it's gonna be sad.
You think this is a lot of cookies? I had to make like 14 of these containers yesterday, and a lot more today, and then just hundreds of cookies just for samples. The sample guy didn't get there until like an hour and a half after he was supposed to.
Yeah, good game, 6 IVs. As you can see, this team does decent.
Okay.
Alright, next challenger. Should we just keep it rolling with the frozen team?
Sure.
Anybody who wants to make frozen buns, I will appreciate them.
I won't understand them.
That's okay. Alright, I guess I'll add both Rexichu and Jaybird player now, since they both asked to be added, and,
Okay.
battle? That's a word, right?
Battle.
I don't know. You're the Pokemon.
Semantic.
Shut up. It's been a really long week.
What else I did this week? I made a lot of teams.
Yeah, I played some Pokemon.
I played a lot of Pokemon.
Was it more Pokemon than you wanted to play?
It was mostly just trading away my Pokemon to other people. So I have like no Pokemon in my actual cart right now.
4, 9, 6.
I don't think I ever had more than like 60 competitive Pokemon on my cart, but I'm down to about 20 right now.
That's cool, I guess.
I need to restore an older save.
I just got that working like on Wednesday, and it was amazingly beautiful and amazing. And hold on, 0895. It was 0895. That's just how I felt at that moment in time.
That's how many cookies there are.
That's a lot of cookies.
I've made a lot more than that amount of cookies in the last couple of days.
And
He's net.
okay, I can't type, I can't speak English. I can just start going binary if you want.
Okay. I messed up a tweet earlier and it haunted me ever since. I'm a terrible typist and I like to proofread my stuff like about 6 dozen times before I post anything.
Okay.
And I always have typos.
Okay.
Always.
Okay.
Yeah, I posted something about a burger.
Oh, the burger of the month.
Yeah, don't get it.
Don't get it? Why? Was it disappointing?
It tasted good.
Okay.
It was a complete mess, like top to bottom.
Like a hot mess or like a bad mess?
They gave it to me and it was like already kind of like grease all over the place.
Oh, okay, so greasy mess.
And I took like 2 bites and it comes in that like kind of thick wax paper wrapper. And 2 bites in, it had soaked its way through the back of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
That sounds so gross.
I don't know. Except it took like 20 minutes. My lunch is only like half an hour and it takes me like a couple minutes to walk over there. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't have time to like send it back or anything. I gotta go. I paid for it. So I ate it and felt really bad about myself.
I mean, could be worse. We went out for lunch today at work because it was my intern's last day.
You
And
didn't make him get your sandwiches?
no, we took them out. Rex, I can't connect to you. Actually, this would be easier. So anyways, we ended up at this sports bar called the world's greatest sports bar.
Okay.
And like,
It's weird that it would be in a city without a basketball team.
yeah. Well, there's 2 ways you could parse that name, but let's not get into that. And like, one of my coworkers ordered like poutine, and it just shows up, and it's like this pile of French fries, like flooded with gravy.
That's what poutine
I
is?
know that's what it is, but I couldn't understand. It looked so gross. Like, I understand that it's a Canadian thing, and like, presumably a whole nation of people like to eat it. But as soon as you cross that border, it's just like so confusing.
I would much rather have gravy on fries than ketchup. Ketchup is
Really?
disgusting. It is.
Really?
It is the worst condiment ever.
Alright, well, I know what we're titling this episode now. Ketchup versus gravy.
Okay. I'm confident in that. Team Gravy. I'm gonna start that hashtag right now.
You are gonna start the hashtag right now. Okay, well, it looks like we have a challenger approaching.
Do we?
Ketchup.
That's not a challenge. That is a stain.
Harsh, man. That's just plain harsh. Alright, certainly an interesting matchup for Team Frozen. I don't want to say anything else.
He has 2 fire types.
He does have 2 fire types.
And a fighting type.
And he has a fighting type.
And that DJ mode.
Which one?
The one that pretends it has turntables. That's why it's all
Oh, is that why it's like that?
Yeah, he's got like the DJ helmet on too with the weird costume.
You know, now that I can see that, I don't know if I'll ever unsee it.
I know, right? It's DJ Renegade Meadow.
Okay, so we've established that. I'm gonna change my lineup actually here.
So it has the balloon with bunny ears.
It does have the balloon with bunny ears.
I don't think that's. Well, I mean, I guess that is kind of okay against your team.
It's enough for me to be slightly worried.
Might be more worried. You have 5 seconds.
It's okay. Hashtag Team Ketchup still wins.
Rex, before we go any further, are you Team Ketchup or Team Gravy?
You're gonna have to wait 20 seconds though. Time's gonna keep progressing.
It's not like he's gonna change his mind in those 20 seconds.
I don't know, man. A lot can happen in 20 seconds. Like this.
Your leads?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, Mega Sable, I want the friggin' DJ anymore.
No, it'll look like a thing from Zelda who's like hoarding a rupee. Have you heard the fan theory that like
No, I'm gonna stop you right there.
that
Like, full stop at the words fan theory. Just, nope,
But it's holding a ruby, there must be a sapphire.
nope,
Okay.
nope.
Okay, fine. Just be that way. Shut down my amazing fan theory idea.
Don't say fan theory.
Okay, so I had a fairy problem. Not a
You are in the wrong city.
So anyway, I had a fairy problem. A good friend of mine was supposed to lend me an aromatisse, who then I had to trade to someone so I could re-nickname it Anna because theme. And the one thing about the PAX Pokemon League is that a theme is good. Theme is basically why you get your position as a gym leader. And anyway, so like, I need to think through this real quick.
Okay. He's gonna brave bird something.
He is gonna brave bird something.
That's something to look at.
No-
But we'll probably double priority here.
Yeah, I
No,
don't.
he's not.
Yeah.
Actually, he could probably belly drum. He's in most safe. He has so many options right now.
Yeah, I noticed that. Might be banded. No, it can't be banned because that would have brought me down to Sash. Anyway, so I traded this aromatisse away to get re-nicknamed, and then the person who I traded it to fell asleep. And then I asked a friend for an aromatisse, being like, hey, I need an aromatisse. And then they're like, sure, I can help you get an aromatisse. And then they traded me an aromatisse who didn't have any EVs or moves. So then it was like the morning of PAX. I was still like training my team because I am prepared as a gym leader. You know, in line for the expo hall, just EVing some Pokemon, drinking like a coffee that was literally this big, and I realized that I still needed a fairy. Then I looked through my boxes, and I had a Scarf Gardevoir. It was a male, but, you know.
That's the best Gardevoir.
Yeah, so I could nickname it because I bred it myself. Something I was very proud of. And then I just, you know, it happened. It happened, and it worked. It actually won me a couple matches because having Scarf Gardevoir allows you to scarf kill things.
Yes, it does.
So yeah, that's there you have it.
That's my Abominable Snow, right?
Yes.
I can live a brave bird that isn't banded, by the way.
Good to know. But he didn't take life orb damage, I think, so...
Maybe he's Shardy. Or Focus Sash.
Or it could have been Focus Sash. But yeah, so that's how I ended up with a male Scarf Gardevoir in a slot that was supposed to be a female Tricker Morontes.
Okay.
That worked.
I'm not judging.
I'm not... Okay.
You're not okay?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay with this, actually. Because I can do this thing, which probably won't be killed, but, you know. It's okay.
Who do you think he's gonna kill with Heracross? Probably Abominable Snow, right?
Yeah, probably. But I'm gonna kill that Azumarill first, so it's all good.
Sap Sipper.
I would cry. Why you do that? Yeah, so I have a flamethrower on my Tyranitar because I needed more things to stop Mala.
Wait, why would you?
I don't know.
Why would you need potions like that? What if you were bulky?
In theory, I'm somewhat bulky, but he needs really Intimidate support to be actually bulky.
I mean, Mega Horn can miss. Also could not kill. The only thing he was doing there was not getting the defense drop in close combat.
Yeah.
And it didn't really matter.
Good game.
Good game.
Alright, and now it's Jaybird player. Do you want to try the Frozen team? I know I try your team sometimes.
Sure, I can try Frozen team.
Alright, his in-game name is Jonathan. GG! Wait.
The camera's there.
I know. It's just it's pointing slightly off.
There's the friend code. There's you.
Actually, I'm gonna move because I need water.
Okay. I like it.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the Frozen team around. Honestly. Maybe run it in like a couple side events or something.
Side events where?
Wherever side events are to be held.
There are premier challenges. I just don't know if we're gonna have any around here for fall. But there are already like September premier challenges announced.
It's only in New York City though. I was checking the professor forum about that actually today.
Okay, this guy's name is Jonathan.
Yes.
Oh, Battle?
Yes.
That's right, Battle.
Um,
Jonathan, are you Team Gravy or Team Ketchup? Let us know.
He says, "Oh, I'm American. I'm Team Ketchup." Actually, let me edit the title of this stream.
Battle start. Hey, another Heracross. And another bird.
Yeah, have fun with this matchup.
Okay, I will.
Um,
I have a lot of fun with the matchup. You won't see me not have fun.
that is your Conkeldurr, despite the fact that I got rid of White Card, by the way. And
Okay.
and that it has the different item.
The nickname is...
Well, and the nickname.
I mean, I changed the nickname myself, but... just gonna go for it.
So, like, speaking of burger toppings, mental mantle. Burger. I said burger.
You did. I was just excited about it.
Okay. I gotta say, my favorite burger topping right now is actually, it's like kind of a version of like the secret sauce that a lot of places have that's like the same thing everywhere.
You mean Thousand Island?
Thousand Island, 1 part Thousand Island dressing, 1 part ketchup.
Yeah.
That's what they use at Steak and Shake.
I stand by my... Ew.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather have it be 1 part Thousand Island dressing, 1 part gravy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Very yes.
This is gonna turn into like one of those weird like food episodes, isn't it? We need Nick McCord here to talk about food.
We always need it.
Yeah. Oh, you know about the Hell Dive on Weevil, right?
I guessed based on its moves.
Okay, good.
What?
Alright, Talonflame decides to just get out and not even deal with this anymore.
That's fair.
Which is a good play, considering that, you know, it dodged the Rock Slide from Tyranitar.
It did, but now it can't switch.
What they put on the melt sandwiches, don't hate that. That is exactly what I just told you how to make. On the Steak and Shake Frisco Melt, aka the best burger-like sandwich known to man, which I would travel 500 miles for, and 500 miles more. And I've actually done that twice at this point. Is 1 part Thousand Island dressing, 1 part ketchup. There was one time where Chalky and I decided to ditch PAX East and then drive down to Virginia to go hang out with Nick McCord instead. And then we stopped at a Steak and Shake at 4 o'clock in the morning in Virginia. Because that was like...
It's that or Denny's.
Well, yeah, it was that, and it was like, well, we've driven all this way here, we might as well get Steak and Shake. It was awesome. I guess, Pokemon rocks, you can... We don't have anybody else in the queue, so you can battle next. You want to do a couple?
Okay. I think I win. Pretty sure I'm winning.
But anyways, yep. 1 part Thousand Island dressing, 1 part ketchup, and that's the only reason why I've been able to not cry every day about how much I want to go to Steak and Shake for the past 2 years. Is this a Dark Souls mod? No, this is Pokemon. Though arguably the difficulty would be about the same.
Have you played Dark Souls?
Isn't Dark Souls the one that's like really impossible?
Well, no, you just need to know what you're doing.
Okay.
Wait, what was that?
It looked like a razor leaf. We are playing Battletoads 2 Electric Boogaloo for the PS5, right? That's what I thought I was doing. Oh man, that would have been a better episode title. Battletoads 2 Electric Boogaloo. Though I gotta say, the whole internet joke about Battletoads is pretty funny, even though it's a little bit obnoxious. Are you familiar with it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so there's this image floating around documenting this one time when, like, a bunch of people on a certain image board decided that it would be fun to
Communication with the other trainer was interrupted.
It's okay, just move on.
Okay.
So anyways, good game, Jaybird player. They decided that it would be funny to call the people who host Pawn Stars, for those of you who don't know, the History Channel show. I'm having fun watching them use the Frozen team.
Okay.
They thought they'd call the Pawn Stars store and then be like, "Hey, P-Dons!"
Really?
Yeah, really. That's exactly what they said.
Does he work there?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with
That's what
Pawn
he's
Stars.
not a T-shirt. He works for the Pawn Stars people.
Okay.
He just sits there at the window all night when people show up and are like, hey, you want to buy my watch? I was gonna say a watch, but I was like, no, it'd be like, you want to buy my watch?
Okay, so they don't know, or so they can assume that it's not stolen, or at least wink and nod about it. This is totally my watch.
Also, we had a question from chats. Maybe I should stop this.
Okay.
This anecdote.
I wasn't following anything, to be completely honest.
I could just keep talking forever. I'm in one of those kind of moods tonight. Sam, how long have you been playing Pokemon?
3 days.
Okay.
3 very long days. Like competitively or just?
He just said how long have you been playing Pokemon, but he said he came from Nugget Bridge, so presumably in the context of competitive.
I went to my first nationals in 2009 and got top 32, but I had no idea what I was doing. I guess it was right before nationals 2010 that I kind of have an idea of what competitive was. And then 2011, I was just the best thing ever. Except couldn't go anywhere. And then 2012, I just kind of sucked. And I've sucked ever since.
So,
but that 2011 season where I didn't actually show up anywhere, I was good.
So, I actually started back in 2004 was my first like competitive tournament, believe it or not.
I don't believe it.
That's okay, you don't have to.
Good.
It was a like 1 day kind of thing at the Pokemon Center in New York, and the concept behind it was you had 2 Pokemon at level 30. It was a double battle. And hold on. I gotta sort this out real quick. You're after 6 IVs. Who is next? Okay. And I thought that I would run a Macargo Kingdra team because between the 2 of them, I could pretty much super affect everything in the meta at that point.
Okay.
What I didn't realize is that, well, A, people had Protect, and B, people
Fair.
would Protect and then kill one thing, and then that was pretty much game. It was a terrible meta, and I only played 1 battle before I just decided it wasn't really worth my time, because the prize was like a $20 gift card or something, and there were like over 200 people in this like small kind of, okay, if you've been to Nintendo World, there's like the 2nd floor, and then there's like all the game areas. That was crammed with like 200 Pokemon people trying to pair each other, just battle each other randomly, and then charge towards this one table to record like their match results. And basically, it was whoever had the best win-loss record after a set period of time would win the prize. And it's just like,
oh my god!
what?
His nicknames. That was quick.
Well played, man.
That was quick.
Yeah, so, anyways, like, it wasn't worth my time. And then the next year, I went to Pokemon Rocks America in Boston, and I competed in a local tournament there, where, like, if you won, you got, like, cards, and then you got the chance to play on screen. So basically, it was, like, nationals now. Except it was local to Boston. But the first year I actually competed in a tournament was 2006 at the Journey Rocks America in Boston. And fun fact, I went to the Nationals that year. It was at Bryant Park. I didn't compete, but I took some pictures that just happened to have Chalky in them.
Just happened to.
Yeah, and then years later when we met in 2009, it just, he was there.
Yeah. Totally weren't stalking him for years.
No, I wasn't that kind of person.
Sure.
But yeah, like, I mean, I picked up my first Pokemon game, though, when I was, like, 10? It was back when Game Boys were cool, and it was shortly after Red and Blue came out. Like, I think you, too, might have.
Yes, but I was younger than 10. You're much younger than I am.
I don't remember how old I was.
They came out in 98.
I was not 10.
I'll say, I got my Game Boy game when I turned 10. And I had already played through Blue on the neighbor's Game Boy at that point.
Yeah, I remember I got Red for my birthday, and then, like, that Christmas I got Blue. And then the next Christmas I got yellow. And then the next Christmas I got gold and silver. And then you can kind of guess where that kept going. But yeah, so the answer, the short answer is we've been playing Pokemon for a while.
Yeah. I stopped for a good long time. After Gold and Silver, I played through those a bunch of times. I didn't get Crystal. I got... what was it? Something. No, I didn't get anything after Gold and Silver.
Because you've never played Ruby and Sapphire.
I did play it. I didn't have a Game Boy Advance. My little sister did. I went through Sapphire once. After I beat the Elite Four, I gave it back. Remember very little.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, oh man, Ruby and Sapphire though, those are the games that really like kind of locked me in, I think, for life. Because when Ruby and Sapphire came out, I was very fortunate to attend the 2004 World Championships in Florida.
Okay.
Which, not to compete, because that was back when it was TCG only, and I don't play TCG.
Yeah. I'm just remembering when I collected the cards.
I collected the cards. I had a deck that was a like Jirachi like psychic deck because they didn't have steel typing in the card game back then.
Nobody knew how to actually play the card game. People just collected the cards.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was like I've learned because I got one of the like big things that came with the guidebook of like here's how you actually play the game, and I tried to.
You didn't play the trading card game for Game Boy Color?
I did.
Okay.
That came out later. Like after people had stopped collecting the cards where I was
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It was like, okay, like I know how to play this game, let's play. And then they'd just like throw out Charizard and say, I win! It's like you can't, you gotta like start with the Charmander and like, no, see, I got the bigger attack, like I win. Like you can't do anything.
Ah, okay. Logic. Anyway, I had a deck, it was awful. My sister also had a deck. We kind of built them together, but she like was just doing it because she thought I was really cool, and cool people obviously play Pokemon. So my sister, I'll kind of tell two stories here. My sister was doing like TCG stuff with just random people, and while I was like running around outside because they had a Pokemon Rocks America event going on, and I was like, oh my god, Pikachu! Oh my god, this! Oh my god, that! Like I was just running all over the place. I was so excited. And my sister, and my mom come find my dad and I, and my sister's like freaking out, like, oh my god, guess who I just met? And granted, she was like, I was like 11-ish at the time, so she was like 5, 6 years old. She like freaks out because she apparently got to play TCG against William Hung, who was this crazy American Idol gimmick guy. And she got a picture with him and everything. And he was competing at Worlds that year. And so she was really happy she went along because she really likes to sing and she does her own like iTunes music stuff now. But yeah, so that was cool. I guess I'll divert my story though. So we have another question from chat. What are your best placements at regionals and nationals? I can start with this one. I've never competed in a national championship, so I get a big fat 0 for that.
Competed in 4.
Yeah, you're a lucky duck. As for regionals, my best placement was this year where I got 9th in Oregon. And then I also followed that up with a solid bubble in like 3 other regionals. So I was just the bubble queen this year, basically. Oh, but sorry, I forgot. I top 16'd the LCQ in 2011, along with top 32ing the LCQ in Vancouver. So I guess those are also something of merit.
I've gotten to the last round of 3 different LCQs before getting knocked out. My highest placement at a national was top 32. They didn't actually give placements for 16 to 32 because 16 was the cut.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed a rock slide.
Isn't that fun when that happens?
I don't think it's gonna matter though.
What about regionals, Doc?
third, I guess, was my highest.
No, what about Florida with Zach? Got second.
That was third.
That was third?
That was third.
Oh, I thought it was second.
No. Fun fact, of the top 4, they didn't reseed us, even though I was the highest one still in cut at that point. One of the top 4 had to leave, so he couldn't play the next round. And so me and Zach had to play each other, and the other guy, who was kind of middle of the pack, like I was the highest of the people left in, Zach was the lowest, and we had to play him for some reason. So he got a free move on to the thing, which I felt like as the top seed, I would get the free move on, but no.
Blame Tom. Tom's stupid. For those of you who don't know, Tom is the name of the software that pairs everybody at regionals.
Yes.
So, screw Tom.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe we should just keep accepting questions from chat while we keep battling people. Okay, so 6 IVs. You're playing 6 IVs because he wanted a rematch.
Okay, he's in here, right?
Yeah, Tim.
Tim.
Hello, Dawn 2008. Is that an 8? That's an 8. Hello! Welcome! I'm in a good mood.
How about we play 20 questions?
Is it an animal?
Okay.
Is it an animal now?
It's a walrus.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we just kind of like, got to the point on that already.
I knew it wasn't going to last that long. Alright, Frozen team.
I like thinking about old Pokemon events. I miss how, special they used to be. Like Bryant Park when they had Hulk Hogan around. That was awesome. Let's see, what else would be interesting for me to babble about while you're doing team preview? So Tim has a Venusaur and a Mamoswine.
What? Oh, that's what that is.
What are you wanting about?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
Okay.
Something about Clefairies.
Oh yeah, Clefairy Cups this weekend. Are you gonna be participating?
I have to work.
Oh.
Because it's Sunday mornings when I work.
Yeah. If anybody is looking to have a hacks-filled time this weekend, Team Magma is sponsoring our annual Clefairy Cup, in which everybody has 6 Clefairy they're all male, I think we decided. Did we?
I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be male with Cute Charm. And Metronome. And you can pick your hold items. You can pick your EV spreads. You can pick your IV spreads. Excuse me. You can pick your natures. But they can only use Metronome. And for 2 years running, we had the finals have basically be won due to an explosion and some move that would stop explosion from hurting said Pokemon. Yeah. Those cookies are making me hungry. Can you pass another cookie? So yeah, the first year we did it, it was me and Chalky in the finals. Last tournament...
I was hoping that would kill something.
Was that from who?
God of War.
God of War? Weird.
Now what will I do?
You still have options.
Not good options.
Remember said you had a good option.
Good enough, I guess.
That was not the option I would have taken.
Well, okay. I haven't lost yet. Just putting that out there.
I don't know. It's weird seeing you play this team though, because we play it completely differently.
Well, do you think because you have Trick Room, you need to Trick Room?
No, I think that because I have Trick Room, I would like to Trick Room. Because this team's kind of frail.
Trick Room when you need to Trick Room.
Fair enough.
And against these teams, I don't see Trick Room helping a lot right off the bat. just want to pet Mega Bomb.
It'd be kind of spiky.
It looks fluffy though. It's snow, so I mean.
I know.
Fuck.
It's okay. You went for Shadow Ball.
Yeah, that's real bad. I was night slashing the ghosts and then blizzarding, and then everything would have been okay. But everything is decidedly not okay.
The flinches! It's just a hacksy night, Doc. Let's just accept it and move on with our lives.
Okay. But it was gonna be 3 verse 2, and now it is 2 verse 4. Much like the semifinals of Florida last year, when my icicle crash did not kill a frail Thunderous.
See, if I were in that situation, I think I'd be like that magic guy who flips the table in that gif and just like shake my head, boom, flip the table, mic drop, get out of there. That is exactly what I would do.
Click buttons.
I would also click buttons.
That's how Dave
It would have been great if that rock slide would have missed there.
No, not really. It wouldn't have made a difference.
And not like Shadow Ball did damage. Aww. I take everything back that I've said tonight. So sad. Anyways.
See you guys Sunday. What's Sunday?
Clefairy Cup.
Okay. I thought
What was I just talking about?
Chili dog.
No, we actually haven't talked about chili dogs yet. I've never had a chili dog.
Well, I was certainly thinking about.
Are you hungry?
Wait, you've never had a chili dog?
No, I don't like chili. Tomatoes.
You can. What? No. Chili dogs do not have tomatoes.
It has tomato sauce in it.
No.
Yeah.
Chili sauce is not tomato sauce. You can have chili with tomatoes, but chili sauce is not tomato based.
I always thought it was.
No. You don't have chili, or you don't have tomatoes on a chili dog. You can put like anything you want on a chili dog. Tomatoes are not one of the options ever.
Okay, so let me just clarify this. You can put anything you want on a chili dog.
I mean, if you want to put tomatoes...
Ketchup or gravy?
Not on a chili dog. Gravy on a chili dog? Okay. Ketchup on... No. You don't... No. No.
Oh, good game.
Good game. Who's next?
Next is Elrod is Life, whose in-game name he posted somewhere.
Is the friend code in here?
Lane. I think I've played him before.
Okay. Sam getting all mad about chili. Well, chili dogs used to be my favorite food.
Well, then what's your favorite food now?
Buffalo wings.
Oh, I should have known that. Yeah, I should have known that. I had teriyaki wings for lunch. Does that count for anything?
No. Teriyaki's good on jerky.
I don't really like jerky.
Neither do I. It gets stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, I felt weird eating it.
I used to really like it, but now it just hurts. Okay, what's his name? I am Lane. I see Lane.
Yeah, that's him.
From Australia?
Yep.
What time is it there?
Time for you to get a watch in Australian time?
I've got this
Huh?
phone here. I don't think I have that time zone set.
Huh?
Is it winter there?
Oh, it's like spring.
Chicago chili is not real chili.
Hello,
it is sweet
Devon
sauce.
Pondo.
Chili on hot dogs is not the same as like chili in a bowl. Just remember that, people.
Maybe we should just have an episode of Unprofessional Pokemon where we cook.
Oh, here is my 2009. It is the very first thing I used the Notes app for on my phone because I got my phone in 2009. So if you look at my notes, I almost never use them.
I want to see what I have. I want to see what I have on mine now.
Very first thing, it says Walrein. Sheer cold, blizzard, encore, brine.
Hey, it's a walrus.
Garchomp, Earthquake, Dragonclaw, Outrage, Stone Edge. Executor, Psychic, Energy Ball, Leaf Storm, Light Screen. Lucario, Aura Sphere, Detect, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon. I had Detect on something. Zapdos has Protect. Zapdos, Fly, Thunderbolt, Heat Wave, Protect. Gengar, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Thunderbolt, Destiny Bond. I kept thinking I should just remake this team this year, except that Walreign's not legal. Everything else is legal and good.
Yeah.
And good.
So the first Pokemon-related note I have on my phone was this dream I had about like VGC in 2010, actually. Back when they did this thing where they'd announce the rules a month before they'd announce where regionals was. And it was this crazy dream where I was dreaming about beating the hack check, which involved using your money to calculate something or other. Not really sure where I got that from, because that is not technically sound. I had a dream about in this dream, I saw the logo and I described it. It had Pikachu on it, specifically the model used in Pokemon Ranch. You need your Pop ID to sign up. I don't really know. I guess that was predicting the future a little bit, because you need that now. But you didn't need that back then. Pre-reg system. We're getting there. And that I lost to Danny Zollner because of Blizzard spam. Which I know Chalky lost to Blizzard spam in Texas, which is where I thought this was occurring, but it was not to Danny Zollner, it was to some random. And then they gave out nice vests, not like t-shirts, like vests, with Surfing Pikachu on them and hats. So, I mean, they give out hats now.
They do.
I would love a Pokemon vest, personally.
That's just something.
The first not Pokemon-related note I have on here, which is dated November 3rd, 2009, is a bunch of quotes from Star Trek that I like.
Oh, I just made a mistake. I faked out an inner focus Pokemon. And realized it as soon as I clicked the button. Yeah. Well, you can only kill one of me.
What else do I have on here?
My very second note on here says Animaniacs. And inside it says, I want a balloon animal that looks like a woodchuck. That is
Have a good night, 6IVs.
That is the entirety of this note. I want a balloon animal that looks like a woodchuck.
Oh my god, I want to go, let's see. I have Google Web Toolkit allows you to compile JavaScript. Fuck yes.
Next note is a Taco Bell meal order.
I have battle video numbers, which are useless now because they took down the site thing. I have a note about forming logical thought errors, and you gotta pick your team. Involving lesbians. I went to a weird college. Assassin's Creed notes. That's boring. I have a recipe in here? For sea salt ice cream. I have a recipe for sea salt ice cream. Don't forget my magnificence. That was from a game. What game was that from? Anyways, I'm just walking down memory lane here while you're battling.
I have a Christmas list.
Ooh.
I wanted... Skip the first one. Energy Bat, Energizer AA rechargeable batteries, socks, jeans, in a size that I no longer fit in, because I'm much smaller than that now. Khaki pants, a laptop cord, and a 20-foot Ethernet cord, which I believe I ended up with a 50-foot Ethernet cord.
Oh my god. I have a, so at one point, one of my friends wanted to start like a battle royale kind of thing for all of our favorite characters to see who was like the most favorite of all favorites. And so I have this list of all of these random characters that includes Pikachu, Cloud, Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Master Chief, Gandalf, which I spelt with an extra L, so it's like Gandalf, Mr. Rogers, Voldemort, Lady Gaga, Spock, Mickey Mouse. I don't know how that ended up in there. And it ends with Justin Bieber. So that's something interesting. More battle videos. Math-related insults. Oh, and then my pre-regional slash regionals notes for 2011. Check EVs, check items, Chandelure. Not really sure what that means. Mix.
There are now 2 Chandelures on the field.
The last note I have on here though is make Stoutland angry. I think I ran Frustration Stoutland in 2011. God, I should really remember that. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Because you're sashed. I mean, you're gonna die to hail, but you'll live.
Yeah, and I'll get to Shadow Wall him. And somehow I brought this back. Despite having a terrible matchup and faking out an inner focus.
That's why this team is really good. It can somehow do good things. It shouldn't do good things. It should do terrible things. But it works. GG. Alright, I want to try playing Pedons next.
Okay. I'll have to play Shark button again.
Pterodactyl's Quick Claw, let it use first and escape its priority tier. Pterodactyl used Superfly. Actually, that sounds like an awesome move.
Superfly. Oh, they should have like musical, like just cut in with different music for different moves.
Superfly.
Cool. I win.
So yeah, the Frozen team is surprisingly good. And can I have my stylus back?
No.
Fine.
Have a lot of stuff for when I was looking for a job. Back in 2011. Autumn friendly.
Autumn friendly?
No, it's just the first 4 things. I lost my first game, won the next 3, and then they disconnected and I stopped following after that. That was the HR guy, Metro. That was the number of my high school that I had to call to get information from at some point. That was my schedule.
Hey, do you remember that night we both stayed up till like 3 o'clock in the morning to pre-order iPhone 5s?
You mean
that was
when
iPhone,
you were
right?
staying up to pre-order an iPhone 5 and I was just staying up because, and then you couldn't figure out how the page worked because it wasn't letting you order, and then it let me order, and I showed you how, and then realized I had just ordered an iPhone 5.
Yeah, we were talking about pre-order stuff at work because, you know, the iPhone 6 is coming out next week, and my team actually might just drive to the local Apple store and have like a camp out with like donuts and stuff.
I saw that line started like a couple days ago already.
In New York City or here?
I don't know, I just saw a picture that said, hey, lines are out for this phone but hasn't been announced yet.
Yeah, I saw it on Nightly News, but like those guys in New York City will just line up for everything. So, okay, time to think.
There's a Charizard.
There is a Charizard.
It sucks for Abomasnow.
It is unfortunate for Abomasnow. I almost want to try and take a page out of your book and do the whole
Bleed Abomasnow anyways.
maybe not Abomasnow.
Well, I mean, it just completely wrecks 4 out of those 6 Pokemon.
It does completely wreck 4 out of those 6 Pokemon.
Basically, you force him to switch in the other 2 if he had them, and then you can just take those out with your other guys.
I'm thinking. The question is, who do I bring in my last slot?
I know what 3 I would pick to start off. I don't know what 3 you've already selected. Let's see if they're the same.
I'm assuming they're the same?
They are the same.
Yay!
Well done.
Getting getting better at this whole Pokemon thing, Sam.
see. You took Wide Guard off, which is really gonna hurt you here.
I had to because I lost to like 3 Aegislash because I didn't have something that
Okay.
could hit them.
Um,
I'm leaning more towards this guy, honestly. But I'm not positive.
I would go for that guy.
Really?
Well, yeah. 'Cause
Alright. There's 10 seconds left.
the things that it does. It does. Okay.
The things that it do.
I don't want to like tip him off here.
It do okay. I mean, I don't know. This team wasn't meant to be good anyway, so no harm lost if things go bad.
He's gonna get weathered.
Yeah, he is gonna get weathered.
You know what to do. I hope. I know what I do. I know what to do.
I'm not really sure what to do here, honestly. Because you said those things, and now my brain's confused about
Okay.
prediction.
Yeah, prediction is a thing.
Yeah.
I would still. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see if he did the thing. I would have